Okay, hello everyone, what I bring to you today is an agent. New product monthly signing for the new Carry Park series. But before introducing the product, I want to bring some personal goods. That is to say, I would like to share some of my personal views on EDC toys. I use it as a hoop toy. The current status quo divides toys into imprecise divisions. Two major categories of classics like toys and innovation. Toys like toy classics. Relatively speaking, the structure is relatively simple. The gameplay can be relatively single and small, lightweight and innovative. Toys like are relatively complex in structure. Diverse gameplay and size are limited by complex structures, and diverse gameplay is often uncontrollable. The weight is also relatively heavy. From a market perspective, classic toys tend to be relatively affordable. As long as the feel is good, there are often toys with long-term vitality and innovation. Because the structure is relatively complex, the production cost is high and often more expensive. But the short-term market is explosive. Can happen easily. Players are eagerly anticipating the release, but they are sold out and quickly premiumed. Speaking of which, you may have started to get your hands on it. Toys lean on these two categories. I won't directly give a few examples of Yami DZ's top BGD sign. There are also YEDC pig noses that are typical classic box toys. Take the fidget spinner as an example. The feel gyroscope is a classic. Like the armor opening gyro and sticking, the gyro will be closer to innovation. From my personal preference, I actually prefer to buy products that play and have a classic image for a long time. Because this type of toy is relatively simple and more integrated. It is playful and portable enough to meet my needs for a food and clothing layer for fingertip toys. But I also support 100% of the toys that are innovative. Because without these toys, there are constant adventures and attempts. That circle has always been a pool of stagnant water. The so-called classics also end up decaying. And without today's innovative structure to be tested by the market. So where does tomorrow's classic structure come from? Let's go back to today's protagonist agent and his new product leap. The agent's previous products are actually classic innovations. And why the new Carry Park series? My understanding is that I clearly want to open a new product line of classic items. But after playing with the monthly sign in the past few days, I can find that this is not a typical classic product. It's just dressed in a classic coat. Why do you say that? Because it is purely from volume and, in terms of weight, it is indeed very small and portable. But its structure and gameplay are not simple. And single is within such a small size. The agent is stuffed with both mechanical and magnetic structures. These two structures bring two different feels which can be combined, can be split. That is to say, you can play with machinery, you can play with magnetism, or you can play with mechanics plus magnetism. Let's look at the mechanical part first. Calling it mechanical may not be rigorous, because the agent deliberately avoids the typical mechanical structure of the spring bead. Instead, it customizes a part officially called a telescopic stick. It is such a metal cylinder. Both ends can be ejected and retracted. It is mainly used as the basic itinerary of the leap. The feel is like this. Let's look at the magnetic part. The cover protrudes from both ends of the upper cover plate of two long magnets. Push the 8 balls back and forth. After the transition, since the 8 balls are spherical magnets, so it can form rolling friction with the metal groove, and the friction is small. Plus the inertia and magnetism brought by the moon and the sky pull back and forth. A vibration with a sense of summa is formed. The magnetic part is mainly to bring a finishing feel that forms both ends. And together, it forms a special feel of leaping machinery as the main summa finish. Of course, disassemble the mechanical part or the 8 balls separately. It is also possible to play alone with a pure mechanical feel or a magnetic feel. I personally prefer a pure magnetic feel. Let me show you it. Just remove the mechanical part in the middle. All are screw-free combinations. Design ingenuity. In fact, it is very sufficient. In pure magnetic mode, the vibration of the 8 balls will be purer and longer. Rubbing back and forth is very good. You can feel it. Okay, that's all for today's EDC new product sharing. If you are interested in my video, welcome to click 3 times in a row and add a follow. In the future, I will use new toys and good toys in the EDC circle in the form of videos. Share it with you as soon as possible. See you next time. Goodbye.